We find ourselves in a bountiful land of citrus, silk, and wheat. Hello everyone, I call myself Zondagskind and I like to play Civilization 6, and this is the 14th challenge of the marathon. Come see me conquer with Julius Caesar of Rome, and somewhat ironically I'm playing this game off camera. So let's look at Julius Caesar's ability. Veni Vidi Vici. 300 gold whenever you conquer a city for the first time, or when you earn gold from a barbarian outpost in the game mode, or without game modes, that is just when you walk on the tile and clear it. The gold becomes 500 after researching metal casting and 700 after steel. When targeting, barbarians receive 5 combat strength and always earn normal XP. This is quite an amazing ability. When Julius Caesar first came out, it was, I think, a different amount of gold immediately, and it was flat, which was very disappointing. But now, if you just get a couple of barbarian encampments, you've got the game rolling. You've basically got Sinbad in your kit, it feels like. And the fact that you always earn XP makes it a lot easier to survive, also running into barbarians unannounced. All roads lead to Rome is the classic Rome ability. All cities you found or conquer start with a trading post if in trade route range of your capital. They also start with a road to it. Very nice, especially once bridges start coming up, that you just settle a city and you immediately have a road back to your capital. Makes it a lot easier to send builders around your lands, and is just a general quality of life upgrade for you. Your trade routes earn 1 gold for passing through trading posts in your own cities. This also means that internal trade routes immediately, when you get them, get some gold, which is nice. Legions are Rome's unique swordsman replacement. They can build a Roman fort, but more importantly, because of that, they have a charge to either chop and, before they use that, repair stuff. So they are an amazing swordsman replacement, and because of the combat strength they have, I think they are the best swordsman replacement. Come at me, Persians. The bath is the unique district, replaces the aqueduct. And that bottom paragraph, is a classic Civ bloat of text. Basically, the bath, compared to the aqueduct, gives you extra 2 housing and an amenity, which is great. It means that you might disagree with me, but I will basically build a bath in every city I can. This is the spawn. I like that you start, if you want, with a 2-2 in your city center. You've got some plantations around, so no spoilers, but if I don't get an amazing different choice, then I will probably take Goddess of Festivals. And the scattered mountain around at least mean that it shouldn't be impossible to get some okay districts. Speaking of, let's look at the achievements, because I'll be going for a science victory, but you don't have to do that. In fact, the achievements might push you more towards a domination victory, which are: the valiant die but once, trigger a general defeats enemy historic moment. This means that you have a great general, and it is in range of a unit when it kills an enemy unit. You will see a moment trigger in your timeline. De Bello Gallico, eliminate at least 1 enemy that has a unique melee unit. Since I have handpicked the opponents, I can tell you which ones those are. That is Gaul with the Gaisate, Kongo with the Gaubeba, Macedon with the Hypaspist, Persia with the Immortal. So one of those 4 you have to kill off. Then, Genius, Memory, and Industry build a splendid campus, theater square, and industrial zone. Again, it will trigger in your timeline. And for campuses and theater squares, it is when you build it, and it is immediately +3 adjacency. Industrial zone, it is +4. Mind you, I'm not talking about the end game adjacency. I'm talking about the historic moment, which triggers based on the adjacency it has when it is built. Then, Libenter homines id quod volunt credunt. Finish with at least 2 different religions in your empire, which means that a city has the religion as its majority religion. Obviously, you can't have 2 different majority religions, because that is whatever religion you have in the majority of your cities. What I mean is that a city has that religious icon. You probably know what I mean when you see it. And that you have 2 different religions affecting those cities. And I'll waggle my biography, finish with at least 1 great work of writing in your capital. So just either recruit Sun Tzu, the great general, will do that, or a great writer, of course, and get a great work of writing either in your palace or in a wonder you built in your capital, or in, of course, the amphitheater. So, if you don't want to be spoiled, then click away now, because after the beep, I will show you how I did this challenge and whether I got the achievements. See you in a bit. Here we are, YouTube, at the end of the science victory, and may I ask your attention for the top right corner. We're only at turn 187. This is a sub 200 science victory, and I'm very happy about that. May I add, without game modes, so I think that might be my first sub 200 without game modes, but I'm not sure. In any case, excellent game. So some of the highlights, first of all, the idea of getting an opponent with a melee unit was made easier. That Kongo spawns right across these mountains. The mountains make it hard for her to attack you early, but on the other hand, she is close enough that you can start something. It was a little tough getting through here, but thankfully I'd sort of run into a pincer movement by already settling Arretium and bringing a couple legions up this way through kind of the soft underbelly of the Kongo. Then also went through Macedonia and Greece. Persia, our longtime ally, finally fell to the sword as well, because I wanted to liberate Bologna here, whom they had taken over. So, quite an eventful game, of course. Got some of the amazing wonders like Amundsen Scott, even Oxford University, which is quite rare for me. Also, this Muscat is our valley city. There was a city-state that Kongo held a firm grip over, and then I saw had so many hills that I thought, well, we can make a ruler work over there. Chichen Itza, which I'm kind of fond of, and as well Kilwa Kisiwani and Mausoleum at Halicarnassus. The run of getting both those wonders just keeps going on. Near the end game, also took down a city here that had rebelled, and was starting to cut Phoenicia down to size just to keep the production going from Warlord's Throne over here. That really fueled my economy, as well as, of course, the gold from taking cities and taking barbarian encampments. Good spawn for that as well, because this northern tundra kept spawning barbarian encampments ever so often that were obviously mine to take out. So yeah, I've also rolled some different Rome spawns in the process of rolling footage for the Heroes tier list. And Rome, Julius Caesar's Rome, really feels like a hit or miss. Either you spawn with great locations for barbarians and you get the ball rolling with that first one, and you keep the ball rolling with whatever follows after that, or it can be really disappointing. But this one is just amazing. So let's look at the achievements. The Valiant die but once. Trigger a general defeats enemy historic moment. That probably happened really soon, because we got encampments really soon. There we go. Boudica leads the troops in parade after a stunning victory, turn 75, and I won't bore you with all the other generals who also got those moments, because we got a couple of them, a couple of those generals. Then, De Bello Gallico, eliminate at least one enemy that has a unique melee unit. We eliminated the Kongo, who have the Gaumbeba. We eliminated Persia, who has the Immortal. We eliminated Greece, who has the Hypaspists. Of course, Macedonia. Sorry, Macedonia, who have the Hypaspists. Of course, Greece, who have the Hoplite, do not count towards this achievement. Then, Genius, Memory, and Industry build a splendid campus, theater square, and industrial zone. So you have to look in your history timeline whether you built those splendid districts. And we have a splendid campus at turn 48 in Rome. A splendid industrial zone in Mediolanum at turn 86. And a splendid theater square in Cumae at turn 139. Then, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right, Libenter homines id quod volunt credunt. Finish with at least 2 different religions in your empire. Well, actually just skated by in this one because Egypt had a very strong religion game and converted most of everything over here except these southern parts of former Greece. But the town of T has Spanish Catholicism, so that was fine. By the way, Confucianism gave us divine inspiration, which I was quite happy about. And in theory, Catholicism would have given us choral music, but Kti doesn't have a holy site. And finally, I'll waggle my biography, finish with at least 1 great work of writing in your capital. Well, exactly the one, Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen is there. So YouTube, if you like this sub 200 victory, if I'd known it was be sub 200, I would have done it on Twitch or on YouTube in its entirety, but I did it offline and basically noticed around turn 150 that, hey, this is a sub 200. But if you like it, then do please leave a like. If you would prefer to do it domination, you can get save file in the Discord and you can leave a comment once you finish doing it. In any case, you can subscribe and ding the bell so you know when the next challenge goes live, and we will see you then. Bye bye.